All right. Hey, howdy. Good afternoon. How's everyone holding up? How's everyone doing? How are we all doing? All right, closed captioning is working. Is this Fallout 1 music? Yes, I have 3 tracks from Fallout 1 on my playlist for just shit that fills the air. I have Acolytes of the New God, I have Vats of Goo, and I have Maribund World. Because you know me. Y'all know me. But yeah, how are y'all holding up? Before we start officially, I would like to thank Plague Core for the follow. Welcome to the cabaret. Hope you enjoy your stay. Acolytes of the New God goes hard. It's the church bells for me, frankly. It's good. It's really good. Hold on. Okay, I had a weird panic attack for some reason. Well, not panic attack. Panic attack is an exaggeration. I had a weird, like, oh god, oh no, in my heart. That was, did I just fucking do that thing where the game isn't right, but the game is correct? Oh dear. Hold on. I accidentally minimized OBS. There we go. Shit. Fuck. Oh dear. Give me 2 seconds before we start as well. I guess last time I streamed, I didn't throw the last VOD on the YouTube. We've played this game for 95 hours on air. Holy shit. Okay. But yeah. No, you heard what you thought you heard. Let me just see what's all going on OBS. Okay, that's all good. Let me cut the music. Let me... frankly, today you've had that spicy depression. Ooh. No, that's fair. That's fair. Spoilers be damned. In all fairness, it's spoilers be damned for, like, 90 hours into the game. So, like... you'll forget. Or at least I hope you do. Give me 2 seconds. Also, the FF14 cosplay I'm putting together, aside from pockets, the outfit is practically finished. The person I have sewing it just showed me. Shit looks good. The mask is also... you'd forget your head if it wasn't attached. That's fair. And the mask is currently being made. There is a slim possibility that, like, at the 2-hour mark, I might want to see how it's going. And I might take a be right back to... you know... but yeah, it's working. It's working. Sometimes you wake up and go, why is your vision blurry? Forgetting where... I do that. I'm getting fitted for contacts soon, and that might be a nightmare. I would also like to say tomorrow I will be getting my booster. I don't know how much that's gonna change things for me. Like, I don't know how bad it could be. The answer is it's probably gonna be fine. The cosplay's going well, though. I'm bumping into a fun issue of, when you're spray painting paper mache. When you spray paint paper mache, there is a non-zero possibility that, give me 2 seconds. Let me reset my tracking completely. There we go. The booster made you kind of sick for 1 day, but your mom and dad were both totally fine. Yeah, I've seen people that were, like, down for the count for, like, 2 days. But yeah, when you spray paint paper mache, there's a slim possibility that, especially if it's a mask, that you'll see Oh, that's weird. That you'll see, cracks where you totally put spray paint. But most of it's fine now. Should be. Hope it is. Either way. Either way. Let us begin. Let us play the game. Tataru was furrowing her brow in consternation. Oh, Roxy, I was just about to call for you. I'm afraid we've received another call for assistance. This one comes from Radzahan. The others have assembled in the main hall to discuss the situation. You must join them at once. You think the reason it affected you kind of bad was due to your pre-existing breathing issues? That makes sense. Yeah. Oh, they mean that main hall, not the one at Radzahan. Thank God I didn't go to teleport anywhere. Are we voiced? Ah, there you are. Didn't realize you had a deviated septum until a month ago. That sucks. That's gotta suck. Our worst fears have come to pass, but moments ago we received grim tidings from our contact at Radzahan. Vile beasts have appeared as if out of nowhere, claiming one victim after the next. What's more, they say the very sky burns above them. Good gods, are the final days already upon us? It would appear so. Sadly, that is all the information we have at present. No doubt the people of Radzahan are busy fighting for their lives. Then we must go at once. They need our help. Agreed. Kryle, you'd best remain here with Tataru and gather what knowledge you can. You're in no condition for a long journey, I imagine. You always had it, you didn't know it said normal. You just thought noses were like that. Oh, that's completely fair. I didn't know manual breathing wasn't the norm for a good long while until I was, like, online. Very well. Similar phenomena may have been observed elsewhere, and if so, we must know about it at once. Look at that little goblin. Be safe out there, yes? Tataru's such, like, even for a Lalafell, she's a fucking goblin. Let us make first for Yedlam. That is not a name I'm used to pronouncing. Let us first make for Yedlamad. We must prepare ourselves for what may lie ahead. Alright. We also can't teleport directly to Radzahan. Journey to Thavnair. Thank God they don't need us to meet at the crystal. God, I know I have 1 million. I know I have a bit more than 1 million. But, like... every time I see a teleportation fee be 1,000 plus, I'm always like, what the fuck? Why?
Vile beasts did rise.
Fucking Book of Revelations is happening outside. You say that, but like, yeah. Give me 2 seconds. I am gonna mute myself. I have to shake a cup.
Leaving naught in their wake but blood and ash.
What the fuck? Yo! Holy shit, okay. Forget my worries about... forget about me caring about, like... me shaking my shaker cup. But yeah, final days for real. This was happening in Amarat. Minus the star shower, but like, I may be wrong on that.
Sky burns. The final days.
So this is on par with FF6, where Kefka just straight up wins, and you have to deal with that fact. Like, he wins, but you can still kick his ass.
What can you tell us of the situation, Your Excellency?
Yeah, sorry, I started drinking fucking, of all things, gamer sups, because, when I hung out with my friend to do cosplay shit, she had a thing of it that was a flavor she didn't like, so I've been drinking it a lot because I liked it.
Beasts, the likes of which we had never seen, came forth in fury and rage.
In the Book of Revelations, the stars are literally falling and they're straight up just the angels? Yes! And we've already seen a star shower. We saw a star shower in Shadowbringers, but that was a hallucination.
Transformed into these baleful fiends.
Though the phenomenon was observed throughout our lands, the first creature,
The largest and most dreadful of the lot, wrought havoc upon us here in our fair city.
though they bear superficial resemblance to deities of legend, they are
Suddenly Demi-Fiend is gonna show up. The Warrior of Light is Demi-Fiend.
blasphemies. The large one's rampage has since taken it to the northern reaches of the island. I mean to dispatch our radiant host in an attempt to quell the threat.
I'm gonna see if I can't do a thing later. The kind of art, yeah. Warrior of Light's fucking terrifying and on par for sure with Demi-Fiend.
He knows the blasphemy and its minions were but yesterday his beloved people. I pray his boundless compassion and mercy does not deter him from taking unenviable but necessary action.
Cause like, hear me out. If we can stop the final days from carrying out all the way through, we will just have had a minor calamity.
This threat.
You would risk your lives to help us yet again? I have no words to express my gratitude.
Our regiments approach
Oh,
the north.
Pitches, you don't understand. Dark Knight is Fierce Battle 2. It is one more God rejected. I have your back to the wall. I am the bug inside you. It hits all three of those notes real early.
I leave you to your preparation.
You will find me at the docks when you are ready to depart.
The only thing it doesn't have is the shit about, like, drink of the wine of the wrath of God. It doesn't have that shit.
We're as prepared as we'll ever be.
Because it's not really holy. In fact, you start the Dark Knight questline by killing a lot of church guardsmen. It's Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion rules, kinda. Yeah, sure. Alright. That's a really good cutscene. Shaitan's gonna burst through this hell portal, but if we kill Jesus Christ, it'll stop him. Kinda, actually? Because, like, okay, imagine this. Imagine, because we just killed the devil, basically. But the devil has to exist. The devil has to remain so that, so that nothing gets knocked off balance. I also fucking love my boots. Like, imagine killing the devil, but then, well, we didn't kill the devil. The devil killed himself. Devil being Zodiark in this context. But yeah, imagine, if you will, that. And so there's an overabundance of the light force instead of the dark force. And that's what's happened. Everyone is assembled, yes? I thank you for lending us your aid in our battle against the blasphemy. Let us review our plan of attack. I would have you board this boat and circle around the north side of the island. There you will find a dense jungle we call Vanaspati. It is a sacred wood, home to many temples and a number of villages. Vitra and the Radiant Host have gone there ahead of us. I ask that you join them and do all in your power to destroy this blasphemy. Theories that the Book of Revelations was God's way of making Satan cool his shit and stop trying the end of the world. I feel that. Already a new fucking duty. Okay. I didn't expect it to be like the first quest. I bet. I also really like my current are we oh, we're bumping into this issue again. Okay, who do we got? So, I understand why Alice say, but I'd actually rather have a sorceress. I'd rather have Grahatia tank.
Would be a pleasure as always.
And yeah, let's keep... Yeah, this will be a fun party. The Prophecy of Revelation literally goes, no matter what you do, I'm gonna win. And that's kind of sick, honestly. Alright, so this is... Okay. God, I really love the look of these fucking things. Okay. Bet. God, give Satan fair play, 100 years to rule the earth, and all that jazz. Do all he wants. Yup. God, this look is just... Ooh. I also love that my scythe is a Bayonetta weapon. Just plain and simple. Alright. Alright, bet. Ooh, shit! Alright. Ooh, shit. Okay, we have to be doing real damage now. Not this, like, piddly shit. Okay, bet. Aight. Everyone get a DPS boost. Bet your ass you're gonna be doing the most damage you can. Aight.
Hold still.
Oh yeah, no, these, so, Final Fantasy as a franchise has a lot of Berserk influence to it, especially the later games, because, I mean, look at fucking Cloud. Alright, let's just pretend like our positionals don't exist. I actually really like that this game has mechanics for, okay, we have these things called positionals. What are positionals? And positionals are be on the flank or the rear of an enemy. And you do extra damage corresponding to specific attacks. And like, okay, that fucking rules. However, what if you don't want to do positionals? That's a good question. The answer is you don't really have to. But still. Also, oh dear. We are bumping into these issues once more. That's fine. Yeah, so we can pop something called True North when we have positionals to be doing.
Hold still. You cannot stop us.
Just like, and I can just be like, yeah, these DPS mechanics are cool and all, but I don't want to move, so... Bet. We can pop in Shroud as soon as it's useful. Cloud's literally femboy guts with a touch of Griffith. He's a bit beashy. So's Sephi though, just for what it's worth.
Hold still.
Like, neither of them are completely exempt from being the beashy boys. Oh wait, shit, I popped True North so I wouldn't have to move, and I still did. That's not even a flex, that's me being stupid. Does anyone remember when SMT Devil Summoner just had a demon called Agony that was literally Jesus carrying his cross? Now that you mention it, yeah. But I don't think of Agony that often. Gee, I wonder why Agony isn't very remembered. Alright. Like, gee, I wonder why Atlas is like, maybe not. Maybe not this time. Alright. What are you gonna turn into? Because there's no way you're not turning into a big monster. Yup. Alright. The Terminus Snatcher. That's a name and a half.
Hold still.
Ooh, fuck. Okay. This track. Fuck. There are mouths in the floor. Oh, God. Don't like that. Don't like that very much.
You cannot stop us.
Persona 3, protagonist is Law, use neutral, and Joker. Yeah. That's fair. I'm not gonna lie, though, I wish the Persona games had alignment-based endings. Because I don't think they do. Or at least the modern ones, I should say, new Persona. Alright, everyone, DPS buff, kick its ass. What is that marker? What is that marker? I have temporary misdirection. I can't... Oh, I physically cannot move in that direction. Or in any direction that isn't where the finger is pointing. Okay. No, that makes sense, and that's actually kind of a cool mechanic. I guess don't get hit by it. Oh, the ability that does this is called Mouth Off. Oh, no. Yeah, you're talking what the P3 boy is called? I believe the manga version that you want to cite is Minato.
Something special for you cannot stop us.
Ooh, we're getting prime finger dance hours. Okay, so I have misdirection, but like, what's the... Oh, everyone has misdirection. Huh. Wait! Alright. It's something that the game is like, nope, just play around it. I'll take the free harp. Alright, we should be able to just power right through! Hey. Striking? I think I... Nope, I'm maiming and I'm slaying, but I'm not striking. I think striking is monk. Monk and samurai, yep. You know, it's Minato Yuki in the movie. Yeah, that's fair. Isn't it, like... I was gonna say, ain't it Minato Arisato in the fucking manga? Which, I prefer that for flow reasons, but I also don't speak fluent Japanese, so there might also be a reason why it's kind of dubious on which is which.
You cannot stop us.
Whoop. Yep. Just take the DPS buff. Always be casting. Always be casting, baby.
You cannot stop us.
Alright. I. Yep. Alright, let's just barrel through this fucker. Alright. Kick him. Kick his ass before he's able to keep moving. Akira Kurusu also rolls off the tongue for the Persona 5 name. Yeah, isn't it like Ren something in like the anime and like the default name? Is Yu Narukami the only character that has a consistent name? Oh, do they only become this when they give in to despair? Oh! Alright, bet. Oh, shit. Holy fuck. Okay. Also, Kirakurusu means like Son of Dawn or something, which ties in with the Chaos Lucifer connection. That I understand. Alright. Breathe on him kind of funny. Right, this combat might go by a bit faster if I... Alright. See, we make it work. Alright, DPS buff, everyone.
Hold still.
I know a thing or two about deeps. And let's just take that so that we can... Wump.
Hold still.
Dot, dot. Dot, dot. Nice. Ooh, treasure coffer. What do we got? Fending? I'm pretty sure fending is tank gear. Alright. Aye, bet. See, I really like how Reaper is basically a stand user, but on like... unlike most stand users, Reaper merges completely with their stand when they're really, like, freaking out. That shit just, perfect. Hold up. Alright, we'll just pop. Death's a sign on everyone. Bada bing, bada boom. Ooh, shit. Ooh, shit. It's basically Star Platinum. Yeah. It's protagonist stand user rules. None of that secondary character shit here.
Hold still.
Alright, I do not care about getting positionals. Fuck that. Just make it so that I hit them no matter what. I want that guaranteed crit, baby. Or at least I want that extra damage, baby. I mean, I'll hit them now, because there's less of a worry about it. Alright. I also like that Enshroud has no positionals. There's just something about that when it's like, no, when you're doing your big powers, your positionals matter way less. To be fair, Tusk is more of a secondary character stand than a typical JoJo. That's fair. That's fair. Slaying. Fuck yeah, give me that slaying gear. Reminder that you can always equip your extra gear. What does that look like now? Not much different. Ooh, that's a look. Hold on. I'd rather not hardcast that. So Ishola mentions that she does not sense any either. Which either means, like, I may be reading it wrong, but that either means that these things don't give off either, which is, I doubt it. But, or, it means everyone in the area is dead, and that's never a good thing. And let's pop Arm's Reach. Yep, good. Okay, Arm's Reach works for that. That's, like, the only downside to Arm's Reach is that, like, you don't know 100% what abilities that move you are gonna apply to Arm's Reach's ability to negate that until you try it. Or if you read up on it. But, like, let's say we're doing new content, which we're not, but, like, let's say we were. Woo! Alright, see, this is why we have Sage. Or this is why we have Alphino playing Sage right now. Because, hear me out. I don't care about, like, big heals. I care about give me my buffs. Whoop. Carpet Scorpion goes hard as a monster design. Goddamn right. In a series with constant designs that go hard as fuck. Granted, 14 takes a lot of designs from other FF games, but to my knowledge, these are, like, unique. But, like, granted, Final Fantasy is, like, Final Fantasy's identity is partially, like... Okay, people are moving over to these. Oh, to completely ignore the Aether Sprite. Noted, noted. Ooh, woo, woo.
You cannot stop us.
I bet. Pop Arm's Reach so that I can always be casting. Always hit your free damage button. Always kick their ass. Hold on. Does this still... I was gonna say, wait. Hold on. Don't you dare say that that still applies. We're getting some... This really does remind you of the ending of Oblivion's main quest. That's fair. Speaking of Oblivion, there's a fucking in-game convention going on either right now or tomorrow. Apparently there is a player every year who dresses up as Todd Howard and gives an item that is called a faded copy of Oblivion. Apparently that's his gimmick. And that makes me really happy. I'll just poll. Fuck it, right? For the record, to those that are just watching, don't do that when you're playing with other players and you're not the tank. But because this is not with other players, who cares? Etiquette be damned. Ooh, shit. Don't look at it. Shit. That's what I didn't want to happen. I'm rock hard, and there's nothing I can do about it. Aye. Aye, aye, aye. And robber down. Now how about you next, Twitcher? Alright, and then there's the last robber. Soul robber. My fucking Shax up in this bitch. What do you mean, Shax? What you mean? What you mean? Hold up. Wait, what? Oh! Let's go! Cool little things. Alright, true north, because I don't feel like moving.
Hold still.
I bet. Ah, fuck. Don't even worry about healing me. I'll take care of it. That's what I like about what I like about a lot of the DPS class jobs. Is like I'm almost certain all of them have one. Where how do I put it? Every one of them that I remember is able to do a thing where they just like, I don't know what the implication is, like as far as a meta level of things goes, but the ability to regain health via just dealing damage is the coolest shit to me, and it always will be. Alright. I bet.
Hold still.
I can make him hold still. Now pull his fucking teeth out. Let's go. Wait, did I die? No. Okay, thank God. I'm like, wait, did I get fucking murdered? Nope. Oh, I was gonna say, don't tell me that comes to life as a fight. Nope. We just get a really cool enemy. Nice. Blasphemy Svarbanu. That's a good-ass name. That really is Shax the demon from Arscotia who had a man's body and a bird's head? Aw, shit. Aiming is for... I was gonna say ranged. Any ranged physical. Alright, everyone. Deeps time. Because I don't know how mean this fucker's gonna be. Aight, bet. So the real question is, where do I want to be? Not there. I don't know what I did wrong, but I don't want to be there. Okay, is it that I want to be, like, here? Or, like, how does this work? No, I died from that. How do I... Is it opposites? We'll see. I'll look into it. I fucking gun it. I go to check, like, wait, did I actually... I go to check, like, wait, did I actually, like, post my fucking going live tweet? Just to, like, make sure. And I just see a fucking TikTok notification that's, like, gibberish is now following you, and it's like, oh, thanks. You're not real. Hold up. You get that all the time? Hello, fake person. Thanks for the follow. Look, I'm gonna be real. So I don't buy follows on anything, but if I see a bot follow me and it's not, like, advertising things that are illegal or apprehensible, I don't care. Like, okay, is this fake sex bot at least fake 18? Yeah? Okay, whatever. Whoop.
I will not hold back.
Okay, it is opposites. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm probably gonna get hit with that, so I'll stay here. I'm still gonna get hit with something, but I'm not gonna get hit with the big boy hit. I don't think I had True North. Oh well. Yeah, we're catching up to the damage that we were doing earlier anyways. Not that big a deal. Alright. What's my sign? Yeah. Okay. I'm inflicted with bleeding, but that's kind of a nothing thing to be inflicted with when you aren't the target. Where? Okay, I'm gonna move to everyone else. Oh! Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Oh, fuck you for moving. Eat a bag of dicks. A veritable buffet of cocks, if you will. Oh shit, I popped arm's length a little late. Eh. Yeah, let's just make sure I'm dealing a shitload of damage so that my healing ain't nothing. Alright. What's my sign? Alright.
I will not hold back.
Alright, bet. Always be casting. Always be casting. It doesn't matter if you're doing piddly shit damage. Damage is damage. People are moving in. I don't know why we moved in on that. I don't know what it is about Flames of Decay that actually makes it, like, worth moving in on. What's my sign? Blue? I'm on blue. Ooh, don't get Venn diagrammed. That's another just bit of knowledge that you should learn with the game. It's like, if you see a bunch of shit that's overlapping, just like, it's gonna suck if you get hit at all. If you can ignore that, but don't get Venn diagrammed for the love of God. I'm noticing the further we go on in the plot that, like, these windscreens aren't as triumphant as they used to be, and it's definitely on purpose. But it makes me curious as to, like, well, why? We got a bunch of gladiator equipment for late game. And, hold on, let me see that vest. Let me just try it on. Ooh. Ooh, I could make something more. That's rogue gear? Ooh. I like that. I can't wear it. Not right now, but, like, I like how that looks a lot.
As I feared.
Ooh, I thought we were on auto.
What is it?
Final
Yes,
days
there,
for sure.
And now it is no more. Yes?
Why
Indeed.
is that your
Before
question?
plain. But you didn't, did you?
I saw nothing. Not the blasphemy that perished here, nor the other men turned beasts. And because of this, I now see all too well.
Huh.
There is no ether. Where the creatures should be.
Okay.
are not.
So yeah. She mentioned that in the middle of the fight. That didn't mean. So that did mean that those enemies. Yeah. Anime Book of Revelations. Yeah, pretty much.
That led the ancients to conclude their star was dying. This is the same phenomenon. The instant these people are seized by the transformation, their ether begins to rot and crumble away like dried mud.
Huh.
Until, from their
If you give in, you become big monster.
Souls.
Only in this specific set of circumstances, for the record.
The beast spoke with its dying breath. Surely at least a sliver of the man it was endured.
Oh god, no.
Mayhaps so. But even if the process was incomplete, it was little more than a faint residue.
Gods be good. You're saying they cannot be saved.
That's what it sounds like.
Not by any means known to me. Or by any means at all, like as not. For there is naught left to
Yeah,
say.
because, like, once you're fucked, as far as Aether goes, like, for example, Thancred, ever since the ending of A Realm Reborn, like, Thancred has to be careful with his Aether levels, because his is so low that he can't even, like, he can't even use, like, regular teleportation, or else there's a chance that he might actually just die.
The beasts rage on, their hunger insatiable. Even deprived of their master, they perpetuate his legacy of hate. Once proud sons and daughters of Thavnir, all of them, and now I spill their
But, like, when you have no Aether left in you, though, that is when you are truly dead.
My friends,
Or when your Aether leaves you, anyways. That is when you are truly dead. And then your soul goes into the life stream or the etheric sea. I think that's the same thing, but don't quote me.
those closest to me already know the truth. The truth I must now share with one and all. Vitra, calamity has come to Radzatan. Our fair nation is rent by screams of pain and despair. More than ever, we require a strong leader to shepherd us through the storm. Reveal your true self to our people, Vitra, and guide us to salvation.
What madness is this, I-One? Thou dost forget thyself. Were we to reveal our duplicity, it would do naught but foster confusion and chaos.
Now, something that does make me curious is,
And do battle with the beasts. Easing hearts and
with,
to safety is thy
how do I put it? With whatever these people become, they say that their souls can't even return to the etheric sea, but, like, what is it to say that they are not already once whatever they turn into happens? Like,
I know not what lies ahead, but without you, Radzatan will not survive.
small problem with that. I do have to go other places. What?
I am as at home fighting in the air as I am on land. Take me with you.
Ooh.
Were my words unclear? I require no assistance. Thy place is at Ahewan's side.
Also, Ahewan is probably going to be on at my side, not the other way. Hey, Link Pearl?
The last thing you ever wanted.
Heh.
We gained much from their
Estinian gets iPhone.
And it'll keep you from getting lonely, which I know you won't.
Oh, I love these fuckers.
Seems I'm coming with you after all.
As you wish, good hunter. How are you handling how are you doing, Cleo? Gay morning? Gay morning. Hello. Hello.
Fair enough. Now, shall we?
How are you holding up? Guess what? What? What is happening? You got pretty kinda cool news? Hit me with it.
I fear it is as Vitra says. We will not survive this on our own. While I am loath to impose upon you again.
Your god, why did you redeem this? Why? What is the issue?
Then once more,
It was
I
your
find
wish, good
myself
hunter.
Without words to thank you properly. Let us return to the capital and plan our next course of action.
Gay, 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 gay. And now I can stop. It's been a minute. Our radiant host has eliminated the immediate threat to the city, though it pains me to know who those beasts were once my own people. There's no telling when or where the next transformation might occur. We must remain vigilant and steel ourselves for whatever is yet to come. I don't have any use for yellow dyes. Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said. Yep, and now I can do that as a trust. We're at level 85 now. Halfway through, baby. Halfway through. Forgive me, my friends, but I must return to Megadata for the time being. There I can better manage this crisis and dispatch my troops as the situation demands. In that case, we shall carry out an investigation of our own here in the city. Perhaps the residents can tell us more about the first of the transformations and the conditions under which it occurred. If we can ascertain what exactly triggered these tragic events, it may give us some insight as to a possible solution. Time is of the essence. Let us split into 3 groups that we may cover more ground. Alice and I will keep to Pasca's path. Thanker and Nishola, pray make for Dharma. I leave Arthur to Graha and you, Roxy. Any information you can gather on the first blasphemy or the manifestation of the final days here in this city would be most helpful. When we have completed our respective inquiries, let us reconvene in front of the Megadata, that we may share what we have learned with the satrap. I like that armor. That's some good looking armor. Let's put our outfit back on, because our shoes were out of whack. Shall I be off then? Arthur is home to the high crucible of Alchemia, whose alchemists forged many of our warding scales. That seems a good place as any to begin our investigation, don't you think? I spoke briefly with Nuhadin, the chief alchemist here, on our last visit. He should be happy to answer our queries. And now Graha's accompanying me. Stinky Catboy. Stinky Catboy. Either way, Cleo, what's that big news? You said you had news. What you doing? What you got rolling? That is a question I have now, though. Can I use the Aetherite Crystal? Nope. Still locked down. That sucks. Expanding the House of Splendors. You're waiting for me to notice the 12+ Discord notifications? I can't check that on air. Although. Wait. There. No, I looked. Ah, I remember those red eyes. You're those scions who commissioned the scales from us, yes? I welcome you back to the High Crucible. What brings you here in these troubling times? We're assisting in the satrap and investigating the crises that plagues the city. Did you happen to catch any of sight of any of the creatures? Cute indeed, cute indeed. I did. As I was going about my work, I was disturbed by crashing footsteps so powerful that the very ground shook. I rushed outside and could not believe what I beheld. The night sky was burning. Suddenly, I heard panicked screams coming from the direction of Balsahan. Of the Balshan Bazaar. In the next instant, a monstrous beast poked its head out from amidst the stalls. A handful of the Radiant rushed to the scene, only to be sent sprawling as the fiend and its minions propelled themselves skyward. So the blasphemy came from the vicinity of the markets. This knowledge may prove useful. I thank you for sharing your tale. Well, I do believe we know where we should inquire next. To the bazaar, then. Whoop. Catboy can't find the way to the bazaar himself. I need to hold his hand and help him find it. As we all know, Catboys lack a sense of direction. And they need to be led by the wrist, or not at all. Whoop. So, this is the Vnarian weave. I must say, it bears a resemblance to the traditional fabrics of Corvos. Small wonder, really, given that it's just across the water. Not that I am much of an expert in Corvosi culture, of course. I've not had the occasion to visit my ancestral home since coming to Charlian, and like as not, I will never reside there again. That said, in recent days, I've felt more acutely aware of my heritage, and grateful for it. It is thanks to my forebears that I inherited the royal eye, and with it, the wisdom of ancient Alag. And so, well, I simply hope that my countrymen are safe. And one day, when the calamity is but a memory, I would like to see Corvos again, if only once. Forgive me, but my shop's closed until further notice. Needless to say, we've more pressing concerns these days. We've not come in search of wares, but information concerning the enormous fiend that tore through the bazaar. Did you perchance witness anything? Afraid not, my friend. I was here the whole time, so I only saw its little minions. Made a mess of the place, they did. While that was all going on, a great big one tore through the west side of the bazaar. You'd have better luck asking there. Yeah. That's fair. That is Reaper equipment. Wait, shit. I wanted to check without having their full name on screen the whole time, out of courtesy. I just wanted to see what the big axe was. Oh! Yeah, let's try it on. That's not the same scythe. But that is still a sick-ass scythe. Something the matter, traveler? If you're lost, perhaps I could be of assistance. Your offer is most appreciated, but we are not lost. We are in need of information. Might you know anything about the gargantuan beast that rampaged through the bazaar? Aye, I saw it all, though I wish I had not. I was going about my work when all of a sudden a piercing scream cut through the air. I turned around, and there was the fiend, its massive body bursting through the entryway with the force of a tidal wave. And then it was gone as quickly as it came. Huh. Yeah, so a lot of people saw, like, the whole thing, but still, like, maybe not the whole thing. Sisters have mercy, what is happening to the world? What am I to do? Is there nowhere safe? Settle down, friend. The danger is past, at least for now. If it's not too painful to remember, could you tell us what you saw? First I heard the screams, then a horde of ravening beasts came charging towards us. One of them was huge, bigger than a Marid, throwing people around like a rag doll, and it was eating them. I hid under the counter, saw others doing the same, but the shrieking and wailing kept getting louder. More voices in the throng, beasts or victims I couldn't tell. I knew not what was happening, and I still don't. That is enough, my good men. You were brave to share with us your tale. Many of your fellow merchants are safe. The High Crucible, too, has survived mostly unscathed. Pray stay close to your friends and loved ones. The rest of your body and mind while you are, you're able. I suspect that this is most of what we can expect from the people here to tell us. Think it best we find a place outside the bazaar where we might rest and review our findings. Ooh. Ooh. Slight hiccup. That felt weird. I didn't expect someone to still be wearing that jacket in, like, endgame content. That's interesting. Judging by their accounts, the transformation had already occurred by the time the beast reached the bazaar. It tore through the west side of the bazaar and headed towards the Aetherite Plaza. In other words, the blasphemy may have first appeared in this vicinity. That being the case, people in the Mahan can surely tell us more. Alright, bet. I love this track. It's really, really relaxing. Oh, you know what? I bet this area is actually the, I bet it's the fucking Yulmore Aetherite of this expansion, to where it's probably not going to be accessible until, like, level 88. Even after repairing the damage, it'll take a while for business to pick up again. You mean the blasphemy? That's what the Radiant have been calling it anyway. I saw it too. We all did. I was standing here at the counter as Mayreed poured me a drink, when suddenly there was this dreadful sound, like a pained, angry moan. It was unlike anything I've ever heard. I turned around in shock, and from an ominous cloud of black mist rose the creature, enormous and ghastly to behold. As for what happened next, I recall it sends shivers up my spine. By some stroke of fortune, I was able to slip outside before the beast got its claws on me. But the sight that greeted me offered no solace. The blue sky above had turned red as blood. Mayreed, myself, and other survivors clung to each other for dear life until the Radiant host came to our aid. Wait, did I hear you correctly? The beast manifested before the sky began to burn. I'm certain of it. The windows here offer a clear view of the sky, and I saw nothing out of the ordinary until the beast appeared and began to rage. Oh, hold on. Okay. Now I know what I'm Now I know what I'm hearing. Whoop. Going after that enormous beast, are ya? Aye, I saw it, including the very instant that poor bastard transformed. Damn the gods for putting me there. Started over there, by the window. Few men, merchants probably, talking and drinking. Conversation must have taken a turn for the worst, and next thing I know, their leader, I suppose he was, buries his head in his hands, and black mist was swirling about him. Then his whole body bursts apart, and there stands a hideous, slavering beast, massive and foul, all gaping maws and bulging eyes. His friends start shrieking, then the black mist comes again, until the change takes them too. Stuff of nightmares, I tell ya. Nightmarish indeed. Incidentally, do you perchance know who those merchants were? Nah, I'm a decorator by trade. Not much cause to mingle with their sort. Saw Mileel, the barmaid, chatting with them, though. She might know something. Alright, bet. Oh, hello there. Welcome to Reed's Mahane. What can we get you? We have come not for libations, but rather for information. You are Maid Leal, yes? We are investigating the so-called blasphemy on the satrap's behalf. We hear it was one of your customers, a merchant that first underwent the transformation. What can you tell us about him? He was something of a regular here, especially of late. Calzal was his name. He ran his own consortium, dealing primarily with the exports of Tavnarian specialties. Where have I heard that name before? It definitely rings a bell, come to think about it. Didn't you meet Calzal when you first came to Thavna? If I recall correctly, he ran a trading operation in Yedlamad. It was through him that the Scions were acquainted with the fisherman Matsya. Got some family trauma to contend with, so we'll be back ASAP. Don't feel pressured. Take it easy. Yes, that's the same Calzal, no doubt. A rather successful man, from what I gather. That said, it was clear that he had fallen on hard times of late. Those ghastly towers popping up everywhere could not have been good for business. Even now, with the towers gone, the collapse of the Empire has led to all sorts of problems elsewhere. The market for luxuries is surely not what it once was. Trying times for the head of a trading consortium indeed. Calzal was a compassionate man. Even as his own business suffered, he did what he could to provide for the artisans, fishermen, and many others who counted on him to sell their wares. Indeed, that was the very topic of yesterday's meeting, as far as I could hear anyways. Yet, as they discussed matters further, Calzal's tone grew more grave and grim. It was then that... Forgive me. I would not have you recall the memory if it brings you pain. If I could, I would just ask one more thing. Did you notice anything unusual about Calzal in particular? Please, anything at all? Sorry, nothing springs to mind. Perhaps someone else can help you? Calzal lived for his work, and had no family that I know of. His employees and associates knew him best, but they too are lost to us. Still, perhaps his neighbors know something that I do not. I can direct you to them, if you would believe it could help you. What do you say? Yeah, absolutely. That's way more help than I expected, honestly. Milil has information that would serve you well. Calzal made his home in Kama, a nearby residential area. From what I gather, Calzal lived there since childhood and is... Calzal lived there since childhood and was known throughout the neighborhood. Kama. The name is new to me. How do we get there? I'll write down some directions. I cannot promise that you'll find what you seek there, but if nothing else, it is a start. Come, let us see where this lead takes us. He's now accompanying me. He was already accompanying me. God, I love the soundtrack of this expansion. Footfalls is such a good track to have as the leitmotif. Just beautiful. Beautiful. Wait, how do I get up? Oh, yeah, take the stairs up, then twist around. This place is nowhere near as much of a maze as I was let out to be. Also, is it just me or are these stairs way too goddamn tall? That explains why everyone here looks like they're in good shape. They've got to do a full body workout to get to their goddamn apartment. How dare you stop my auto run? Yeah, this is the way for sure. And this must be Karma. We've arrived at last. Let's begin questioning the residents without delay. No doubt someone here can tell us more about Calzal. Given recent events, I imagine they are taking shelter indoors. Ah, so it's like Bloodborne. Whenever I hear, like, oh yeah, we're probably gonna have to talk to people, like, by at least knocking on their window, I think, oh, like Bloodborne. Calzal, you say? Yes, I've known him since he was a boy. If there was ever a man who was born to be a merchant, it was him. Always early to depart and late to return. He'd spend his days procuring the finest wares and seeking out willing customers. You could say it came to him as easy as breathing. Sadly, business was flagging of late. No surprise, really, given how dangerous travel's become. He was cooped up in his house from dawn till dusk the other day, no doubt racking his brain for a way to turn his fortunes around. Then, at night, I heard the door open. I looked out to see Calzal sitting on a bench, his head hung low. A man with the weight of the world on his shoulders. I see. The situation must have been quite dire indeed. Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary? Nothing to speak of. Other than the troubles with his consortium, he was the same old Calzal, cordial and honest like always. These questions you're asking, has something happened to him? He wasn't caught up in the terrible incident at the bazaar, was he? I don't travel much these days, but my daughter told me not to venture outside. Stuck in here as I am, I've heard little about the bazaar goings-on. Rest assured the city is safe for now, but the situation may change without warning. I urge you, stay close to your daughter, and be prepared to take refuge should the satrap order it. Before we talk to anyone else, let's attune to this Aethernet shard so that we never have to make this route again. I like to get around as fast as possible. I'm a busy woman, I got 1,000,000 gil in my pocket and I need to do something with it. Huh? Could you come back another time? I just woke up and I'm not exactly in the mood for idle chit-chat. Well, that's one way to avoid the panic, I suppose. Pardon our intrusion, you may not have noticed, but a great danger has come to Thavnair. I encourage you to stay alert and prepare to flee the city should the situation turn dire. But before we leave you in peace, pray allow us to ask you a question or two. Did you know a local merchant named Calzal? If so, did you notice anything unusual about him recently? Calzal? Aye, I knew him. In fact, we spoke just the other day. Like many others, his business was doing poorly. Still, it seemed as though he'd managed to turn things around, thanks to a generous order from Revedon... Ruvidar Fibers. Why, he was practically dancing in the streets. I haven't spoken with him since, but I assume that all went well. Jimbaha might be able to tell you more, though. As I recall, he was the one who brokered the arrangement. Jimbaha at Ruvidar Fibers. This sounds promising. Where would that be, though? Way over at Ruvidar Fibers, which I think... Yep, we're attuned to. Again, every time you walk past an aetherite crystal in this game, just make sure you're attuned to it. If you're not attuned to everything in an area, you know if you are. It's not really something you do accidentally. They're farming silkworms. This must be Ruvidar Fibers. That's where we should find Jimbaha. And hurry, I say. There's There's no time to waste. Pardon me, but you're in charge of buying and selling here, yes? We have a few questions we'd like to... I'm sorry, but I simply don't have time to chat. If you ain't noticed, we have our hands full at the moment. We must carry all of our wares and equipment to safety before those accursed beasts return. In that case, might we be of assistance? Perhaps we could speak when the job is done. Very well. You can start by helping us move our equipment. Ask the others what to put where. Alright. Manual labor isn't something I thought was on the table, but... And you can carry our fabrics. Go through the door and speak with Kamala. She'll tell you the rest. Remember, these textiles are our livelihood. Handle them with care. God, I fucking love my new top. There's just like... I like the old one, but like... I don't know. I feel weird about like... wearing equipment you get for main plot shit. This area is for employees only. Out! Out! What's that? You've come to help? Oh, praise be the Mindaruva. Kind stranger, I welcome your assistance. On your way here, you pass 3 storehouses, yes? I'd like you to carry that small crate to Nabrifdal by the storehouse near the hatchery. The crate of clothing is for Manhua. And that massive crate that goes by Zamira by the middle storehouse, watch your back with that one. Those are all the crates we have ready. Once they've been delivered, consider your work here complete. Okay, bet. Where was I? Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh. Oh, yeah, I feel, like, weird about wearing things that are, like, main scenario gear. Because, like, everyone guaranteed gets it eventually. And, like, that might be kind of a riot, considering I wore the Scion gear for all of Shadowbringers. But, like, I couldn't find a better top. Thread, is it? Then you've come to the right place. Thank you for your aid. So, like, finding something that, like, it's not that it was hard to find, but, like, finding something that's at least expensive means that not everyone's gonna see it, and that means I want to wear it more often. If you have any crates of finished products such as carpets, clothing, and the like, pray bring them here to our primary storehouse. Crate full of clothing, is it? We can take that off your hands. Many thanks for the delivery. So, like, now that I have something that's, like, worth quite a bit of a currency that you can't get by just adventuring, my gambling paid off. That's all I... What's load bearing? Oh, fuck, that's fair. I see you're quite a brawny one, ain't ya? And a good thing, that. Never know when you'll need to defend yourself in these unpredictable times. Crate full of fabrics, is it? Exactly what I was hoping to receive. Here, let me put that away for you. You've carried all the crates to the storehouses, you say? And so quickly, too. Why, I've never seen anyone so strong. I and my associates will see to the rest, so please return to Jimbaha and assure him that our work is proceeding apace. To tell the truth, we're grateful for this distraction. Too many terrible happenings of late, but generous souls like yourself give me hope that we may emerge from this trial even stronger. I pray we meet again in more peaceful times. You know, it just occurred to me, that quest would happen the same way no matter what race I was, so like a Lalafell can hold that over their head. Done as I asked, have ya? If Kamala is satisfied with your work, then so am I. You've done us a great favor, traveler. And I'm giggling at the idea of a Lalafell carrying like a 60-pound crate that's 4 times their size over their head, like it's nothing. I too have delivered the instruments and apparatus entrusted to me. You both have my thanks. With our wares safely stored away, we'll not lose any more to those fiends. I take it that your establishment did not escape the attack unscathed. We did not. Thankfully, most of our workers had already left for the day, but those of us still here saw it all. We looked to the burning skies in confusion, and then, before we could even begin to make sense of it, a hideous creature just burst through the door, shrieking. We ran for our lives, but one of my colleagues was not so fortunate. He cried out, a scream of such agony, such terror, and in the next instant, he too sprouted fearsome claws. The sight of it caused another fellow to panic, and then he too transformed. Huh. I'm sorry, there was something you wanted to ask? Indeed. You knew the merchant Calzal, did you not? I believe he had some dealings with your establishment. Calzal? I know him well. We'd arranged for his consortium to deliver a large shipment of fabrics, but in the end we received a better offer and had to turn him down. I understand his business is struggling, but so is ours. Another of our most reliable trading partners agreed to transport the goods for a much smaller commission, and we'd have been fools to refuse. I felt terrible for withdrawing the offer, but you must understand, we simply had no choice. He tried to put on a brave face when I delivered the news, but his dejection and despair were plain as day. He said he'd discuss it with his associates, but I could tell he'd all but given up hope. Dejection and despair. You remember what we saw in Vanaspati, yes? Soldiers and jungle dwellers, pushed to the very brink, turning into beasts one after the next. It would seem that the same phenomena occurred here. Poor craftsmen attacked by the fiends, as well as those that witnessed it, all undergoing the change. I suspect that everything began with Kelzal. By all accounts, it was he who suffered the most profound and piercing despair. Wait, could that be it? That such intense emotions were what triggered his transformation? I would say that's the final straw that broke the camel's back, but not what automatically does that. Because, like, there are obviously people with, like, despair in their hearts that are, like, clouding their judgment. But, like, we've not seen anything like this before. We've not seen anything since Shadowbringers that even came close. Much remains unclear, but I believe we are drawing closer to an answer. At any rate, we must discuss our findings with the others. Whew. Oh, there we go. Okay, sorry, my stomach's been feeling weird for the past hour. And I was a little worried that it's like, oh god, am I suddenly feeling sick? Right the day before I